Y'all, y'all already know it's our Conspiracy Theory Wednesday. Y'all, today we have a video talking about NBA Youngboy response to him being Michael Jackson. I'm done, y'all. I think we have completely lost the plot at this point because I can't see it. NBA Youngboy is Michael Jackson. What? So Michael Jackson left to come back as a certified thug, a certified young YN, and he came back black. Come on, y'all. Let's get into the video. This has to be one of the most unexpected, out of nowhere conspiracy theories I have ever came across. Like, come on. Cause Michael Jackson is y'all, he came back as NBA Youngboy. I feel like I'm Gucci Mane from 2006. Hey, okay, come on, let's get to the video. My bad.
This is really the Michael Jackson. What you think when you hear that?
You gotta think about my age, bro. I don't know.
We the same age.
I don't know nothing about no Michael Jackson, though.
Now with Youngboy,
You don't know nothing about Michael Jackson.
I don't even want to say Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson. He's this generation Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
The greats don't come back the same. They come back in different forms. This is the same little boy that Michael Jackson was that got the Motown. You can't deny it.
What are your thoughts on YB?
Hold on.
Top.
Youngboy, yeah, top.
Go. Michael Jackson of the new
Bro, he's
school.
strong.
Michael of the new school.
Youngboy is huge.
Yeah.
Like,
He's like Michael Jackson.
Okay, now.
So a couple
wait a
months
minute.
ago, NBA Youngboy has responded to my video exposing him as Michael Jackson. 3 years ago, I made a video exposing Youngboy for being Michael Jackson, and recently NBA Youngboy did an interview where he responded to this entire situation.
I don't know nothing about no Michael Jackson, though.
I just showed you guys a small clip of this interview where he responded to my video, and I will show you guys the full video later on in this video, so make sure you guys watch this entire video because not only am I going to be exposing Michael Jackson and NBA Youngboy, but I'm also going to be exposing all of their other characters because they have the most characters out of anybody else on the world stage. And I'm also going to be showing you guys more responses that I got because not only did NBA Youngboy respond to my video, but Charleston White, Young Thug, and Ellie Choppa, Tusi, and 2 other rappers have also responded, and I'm going to prove it with the timeline of my video being released and all of their responses because all of them responded after my video. So in case you're new here, 3.5 years ago in 2022, I made a video called NBA Youngboy Admits He is Michael Jackson. When I made this video,
Nobody talked about this before.
nobody in the mainstream media was talking about how much they looked alike or how similar they were until I made this video. When I dropped this video, it went viral on all platforms, on YouTube, TikTok.
Okay, so this video he made, NBA Youngboy Admits He is Michael Jackson, that's on the screen, was 3 years ago. The video that we are reacting to now about them responding, it was, at the time I'm making this video, a day ago.
Instagram, Facebook, I posted it everywhere. After I did that, so many mainstream meme pages and rap pages started reposting it, and they did this to flood out my video as a form of damage control. If you don't know what damage control is, it's basically when a real person like me or Divine Sade exposes something, the mainstream media comes and floods out our video in the search engine by posting a bunch of random videos and topics with similar search terms, so that my original video can be harder to find. So I dropped this video on November 29th, 2022, as you guys can see by the date right here. And then recently, on January 20th, 2026, NBA Youngboy did an interview, and they basically were asking him to respond to my video indirectly because they were asking him to respond to the Michael Jackson and Youngboy comparisons. As you can see, this is their official article about it. They said NBA Youngboy speaks with Complex about Michael Jackson comparisons. So obviously, they are clearly responding to my video because nobody was talking about this prior to 2022 when I made this video. So here's the full video of NBA Youngboy's response.
After we did that video, everybody was like, yo, this is really the Michael Jackson of like this generation. What you think when you hear that?
You gotta think about my age, bro. I don't know.
We the same age.
I don't know nothing about no Michael Jackson, though.
Yo, YB, you got a song called Dirty Diana, sampling Dirty Diana.
No, but I don't understand.
Yeah, see, NBA Youngboy, he's 26. NBA Youngboy is 26, and he was born 1999. I'm 28, about to be 29 this year. I was born in 1997. First of all, how he don't know nothing about no Michael Jackson? Because if I know about Michael Jackson, you should know about Michael Jackson. Like, and how would he be Michael Jackson if he was born in 1999, and according to Google right here, Michael Jackson died in 2009. Okay, hold on. Let's continue with the video, y'all.
Stand the stardom.
Okay.
Power.
Oh, cause we wasn't like really alive at his peak.
Yeah, I feel like certain be over exaggerated sometimes too. You gotta think about it. They over exaggerate.
Why he talk like that? He always talk like he's cold. Y'all know how somebody talk like when they real cold. Yeah.
For me sometimes.
How though? Like
And
how?
how
Like
he
that-
talk, real soft compared to like how he be rapping. I mean, y'all know how y'all boy be rapping. But y'all know people be sounding different, you know, from how their regular voice when they talking, from how they rap and they sing and stuff. So, but yeah, he always sound like he cold or something when he talk. Even though it looks cold right here, but even in regular interviews where it's clearly hot outside, he talks like he's cold.
That you to Michael Jackson.
That's like going too far.
So that was NBA Youngboy's response to the damage control that was made about my video. Because what happened was, after I made this video in 2022, the mainstream media started putting out comparisons of Youngboy and Michael Jackson, and they were calling Youngboy this generation's Michael Jackson. So they used that damage control to respond to my video in this interview. So I've already showed you guys multiple comparisons, and I showed you guys his response. That right there is enough to confirm that Youngboy is based off of Michael Jackson. But you guys know me, I like to go very deep. I like to find new connections, make new comparisons, and find more gematria that I haven't already exposed. So in this video, I added more connections, more gematria, and more comparisons. And I'm also going to show you guys all of the other responses I got at the end of this video. But first, let's take a look at some more comparisons that I made, because both of these characters look so much alike. This one is completely undeniable. Right here, you can see the similarities in their teeth, and there's so many similarities with these characters because they
don't really, looks wise, they don't look alike.
call Youngboy YB, and then
Especially looking at them from before Michael got the surgery, you know, to make his nose smaller and all of that.
they call Michael Jackson
whatever.
MJ. So it's funny how they both have similar nicknames, and this is how I know they're going to make Youngboy just as big as Michael Jackson and then fake his death, but I'll get more into that later on in the video. So here's some more comparisons I made of Youngboy and Michael Jackson. This comparison right here is the best one that I've made by far. This is the one that the mainstream media kept stealing from my video, because when I made this comparison and I put it as my thumbnail, it woke up so many people, and every time that happens, they have to come in and distract everybody and divert them into a dumbed down narrative. And that's exactly what they did. They dumbed down my video and just started calling Youngboy the Michael Jackson of this generation. So by doing that, they're dumbing down what I said, because what I actually said is that NBA Youngboy is not a real person. He's a character created based off the image of Michael Jackson. But they're not going to talk about that. They just want to dumb it down and have you thinking that
Character created based off the image of Michael Jackson. Hold on, conscious. I'm gonna let you finish. Wait a minute, because if we thinking about the image that Michael Jackson put out there compared to an NBA young boy, that thug, that menace to society, and what images they creating after Michael Jackson? Compared to these are two completely different images. Because as I'm watching this, I'm having a hard time wrapping my brain around the fact that Michael Jackson would come back. Because one, it's like, how would NBA Youngboy be Michael Jackson if NBA Youngboy was already alive when Michael Jackson died? Unless, you know what I'm saying, if y'all know about that consciousness transfer, unless they did that to y'all boy NBA Youngboy, you know what I'm saying, and the real NBA Youngboy's in the sunken place. That's the only way that I'm like, okay, oh, you know what I'm saying? Is that where we going with it? Is that where we headed with the conspiracies? And then too, even if they did that, why the hell would Michael Jackson want his consciousness transferred into an NBA young boy? See, Michael, they said you was really a little gangster and all that.
Youngboy is just on the level of Michael
is
Jackson. You
going
know, they
on?
just want to compare their stardom or their fame or their impact on society. And by doing this, they're turning something that I made, which is deep and exposing the matrix, and they turned it into an idolization. See how they switch the narrative into getting you to worship
Yeah,
celebrities?
see, like once Michael did, you know what I'm saying, going through these changes right here with his like facial features and stuff, then I could see him saying like, okay, they look alike, right? But the Michael, the original Michael, they don't look nothing alike.
In the end. This is why it's important that you don't scroll on social media. Everything posted on social media is designed to distract you and to get you to believe that celebrities are real.
And
So
even right here, when Michael goes through the facial features, like, you know what I'm saying, change or whatever, they still don't even just look like alike like that. Like, you know?
that you can worship them, idolize them, and give them your energy, because they're all energy vampires at the end of the day. This is why in Michael Jackson's music video for Thriller, he was acting
That
like
boy look like a goddamn minute. NBA young boy right here. He scares me. He's scaring me right here in this, like in this photo. That boy looked like a damn menace to society. I'm telling you, he looked like a little menace. Like he was a badass little kid. Like
he was a good guy,
I'm
but then at the
scared.
very end, he turned around and showed how demonic he
looked like
actually
he was around
was,
there
because
doing whatever they
celebrities
said he
don't
was
have your
doing.
best interest. This is why they look so demonic in this comparison. Both of them have this very sinister smile. And like I've said
Man.
before, it's not just celebrities, it's also TikTokers, YouTubers, all of these influencers are the new celebrities. So that's the new ones that they're
That is
using
true,
now.
yeah.
But
They-
anyways,
they
here's some more
use
side-by-side
celebrities.
comparisons I made of Youngboy and Michael Jackson and their smile, because both of these characters literally have the exact same smile and they have the
don't got the
same
exact
eyes as
same
well.
smile.
Right here, they're posing in a very similar way.
They don't even have the exact same eyes either. They don't. They don't have the exact same eyes. They don't have the exact same smile either.
And you can really see
They
the
don't even-
similarity.
What the hell? What happened to Michael lips? I ain't no see. Yeah, Michael went through a whole transformation, bro. The Michael before the surgery, before the you know what I'm saying, the color change, all that. I know they said he did that due to vitiligo. Then they say he got the surgery because wasn't it because he got burned real badly due to the Coke commercial or Pepsi commercial or something like that? Ain't that what they said, y'all? I don't know though, because I think really it's due to the insecurities, because they said that Michael Daddy used to be around there making fun of them for they, you know what I'm saying, they noses and stuff, they natural features, like, so, and I think it really is that, because literally when you look at their sisters, their other brothers and sisters, they had to have all went to the same doctor and was like, yeah, give me what you gave Michael, because they all look the same. They literally all went and got the same nose job done. And it's sad because the Michael before the surgery and all of that, ooh, what we talking about? I mean, I'm married, you know what I'm saying? No disrespect. I'm married. Not dead. The Michael before the original Michael Jackson, the black Michael Jackson, you know, with his regular features, his original features. Yeah, that's where it was at. That's where it was at. Let's just be honest. Let's be real now. But the point I'm making here is, they don't, from the original Michael Jackson face to, you know what I'm saying, the new Michael Jackson face and all that, they don't look the same to me. They really don't.
In their eyes. They have the same large and soulless eyes. And here's a split comparison of their face so that you can see all of the similarities. Even their mouth is very similar as well. And the funny thing about
Michael winning, his lips is like thinner. Michael barely got lips. Michael went and told them to get rid of his damn lips too and give him 2 sheets of paper for lips. Cause NBA Youngboy, his lips are fuller than Michael's. They don't got the same lips. This one, This one is seeming like a little bit of a reach to me with this conspiracy right here, y'all. I ain't gonna lie.
Michael Jackson is
What the hell? Who is that?
Michael Jackson is the most obvious example
That's
that
supposed to be-
celebrities are not real
That's
people.
supposed to be
He went
NBA
from being
Youngboy.
black to white.
Yeah, that was crazy. Michael Jackson was the first person to show us that people, you can change your race. You could change I mean, literally. That is crazy, y'all.
And the
We
funny
didn't
thing
even know that
about
was
this
possible.
is no matter which color he is, he still looks
would
like
change your
NBA
color.
Youngboy. And they mocked this
No, he
by
don't.
editing Youngboy's face on Michael Jackson. So I made a comparison with the white Michael
That
Jackson
photo
and
is
they still look
crazy.
alike. When he changed
they
his skin
don't
color
look
from
alike.
black to white, he dropped this song called Black or White for multiple reasons. One is to mock
Okay.
the fact
Where we
that he
going
has
with this?
black characters and white characters. And I'm going to get into that later. Same thing with NBA Youngboy. This is why he painted his face white a couple
This, I don't know what is going on in that damn music industry, the movie industry, the influencer industry, the Hollywood industry. Y'all get up and get this money and get so much fame and y'all start doing creepy shit. I need somebody that care for y'all, that love y'all, to go over there and go check on y'all. What the hell is this? I remember when he came out with this. Because didn't NBA Youngboy paint his nails to y'all? Y'all, what is going on over there? What is going on over there?
years ago. He did this on purpose to reference his other character because that's basically what they did to Michael Jackson.
This
He
picture is
changed his
throwing
face
me.
from black to white. So this is why Youngboy has black and white face paint in this video. And before I get
Is
into
it?
Michael
It
Jackson
just
and
look like he
Youngboy's
doing too
other
much.
characters on the world stage, I just want to let you guys know about the new videos we have on our Patreon. A lot of you guys have been requesting for us to make a video on Carmelo Anthony
Now
and
that- let
Jeffrey
me-
E.
yeah, let's
So
get
both
into
of these
that.
videos are out now on our Patreon. Make sure you guys go check those out if you haven't. The link to our Patreon is in the description. Also, we did a live stream explaining the difference between archons and demons. This one is called Archons Run the Matrix and Celebrities Are Demons. A lot of you guys have been asking me to explain what archons are, so we did.
Yeah, them celebrities. Look, now we, like I said, I'm with this Michael Jackson and NBA Youngboy one. I don't know about all that. We losing the plot. I feel like we losing the plot with this one. I don't know about this one, but them damn celebrities. Oh yeah, for sure. Not even just the celebrities. I already told y'all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Hell, even some damn regular folks running around here, just the shit that they do, the messed up, crazy stuff that they do. Y'all motherfuckers can't be human. Y'all definitely got some type of possession or something going on. Like,
These two live streams to explain it to you guys on Patreon. And in this one, we also exposed how celebrities are made in great detail, and we integrated the archons and demons into the presentation to give you guys a more detailed explanation about how they're creating the celebrity vessels and what's inside the celebrities and what is actually controlling all of them. So if you guys want to know about
see, that's
that,
what I'm saying. With this whole NBA Youngboy one, like, where he losing yet is when he's saying that they look alike. They don't look alike. They don't look alike. Now, Michael Jackson coming back as NBA Youngboy, okay, like I said, the only way that is like it's making some sense, even though some people is like, that's not conspiracy theories, they're gonna be like, that don't make sense, that's not possible, right? Is if he's saying that they did a consciousness transfer, but he's losing me when he's saying that they look alike. They do not look alike. Like, that's why I'm like, okay, now we reaching for the sun, moon, and the stars, because they do not look alike. They do not look alike. But on a consciousness transfer tip, hey, okay, they say energy never dies, y'all. They say energy never dies, y'all. It's just the body. It's just this flesh, our skin. They get old, wrinkly, dinkly, get worn out, break down. But the soul, it never dies. Y'all know I already told y'all on some we are our ancestor stuff. Like, I'm gonna do a separate video for that. I ain't gonna get too deep into that. But I ain't gonna get too deep into that, because if I do, I'm gonna go take us all the way left, and y'all know how y'all girl do. Now we in the filler episode. I done took y'all on the side quest. Let's get back into the video.
Review, but they also responded to my video in the mainstream media recently when Michael Jackson released his movie called Michael. So right after Michael's movie came out, his streams on YouTube skyrocketed and it made him the second most streamed artist on YouTube. And guess who was right above him as number one? NBA Youngboy. This was purposely done so that they can post all of these
Hey, NBA
articles
Youngboy
and
fans don't play.
photos of both of them together and mock people in plain sight that they're the same, but they're indirectly doing it by just talking about their streams. So they said NBA Youngboy blocks Michael Jackson from reaching the number one spot for most streamed artist on YouTube in the US this week. And this was the week that Michael released his movie. Then they responded to my video.
Hey, these celebrities definitely be watching though. Because if they was not talking about NBA Youngboy, referencing him to Michael Jackson, like he said before he made this video, and now everybody start talking about it. Y'all know they be trying to do that whole market thing as a form of, you know.
With both of these characters because Michael Jackson and Youngboy both released a movie in the same week. I can't make this up. And again, they made more posts, and I keep bringing up these posts because these posts are purposely made to flood out my videos. This is how they do damage control. They're mocking the truth in plain sight, but also flooding the search. So now when you look up Youngboy and Michael Jackson, you see all of this damage control instead of my videos. So on this post, they said Michael Jackson and Youngboy both have movies releasing in theaters this week. So both of these movies were in theaters the same week. Youngboy's movie is called American Youngboy and Michael's movie is called Michael. And the craziest thing about this is that they literally released these movies 2 days apart. I can't make this up. NBA Youngboy's movie was released on April 22nd, 2026. 2 days later, Michael Jackson's movie was released on April 24th, 2026. And you guys know how they love using the number 24 and 42. Go watch Divine Sade's videos on that topic on our Patreon. The link's in the description below.
What's going on?
And they used that number with both of these characters because Michael's movie came out on the 24th, and then Youngboy's movie was about his Massa tour that had 42 dates. So his tour was 42 dates on purpose. And also I want to talk about...
Y'all know what kinfolk said about that number 42, right?
The name of his tour is called Massa. He's basically saying he's the new slave master, and that's basically what celebrities are, social media in general.
I ain't gonna lie, when I seen the name of that little tour, Massa, I was like, what he getting at here though?
It's the new slave master,
Why
but
is it
that's an
called
entirely different topic for another video on Patreon. Right now, I just wanted to express how insane it is that both of these characters that I've exposed for being the same dropped a movie 2 days apart. And here's another post I found talking about Youngboy's new movie being released in theaters. And they created this AI photo of Youngboy eating popcorn. I'll zoom in on it so you guys can see it on the bottom left corner. And this photo is also a reference to Michael Jackson. There's this famous clip in the Thriller music video where he's eating popcorn and people are always making a meme out of this. And here's another post. All of this is damage control. This one says NBA Youngboy is our generation's Michael Jackson. They keep posting this over and over to flood the feed. And then this one was in 2023. They were comparing NBA Youngboy's dance to Michael Jackson's dance, and they basically mocked how Youngboy's dance is basically the same as Michael Jackson's from this music video. So Youngboy has this dance called The Gritty, and they clipped this old video of Michael Jackson doing the same exact dance. So this is them literally mocking in plain sight that these two characters are the same. And they're also showing how Youngboy's signature dance, The Gritty, is basically just based off of Michael Jackson. and the dance he did in this music video. So they're showing you connections in plain sight while flooding the search at the same time. So another one they did was a rap page made a rap fact that says NBA Youngboy has more platinum songs than Michael Jackson, Mariah Carey, and Ariana Grande.
Okay.
They purposely put Michael Jackson's name first to mock that these two characters are the same while simultaneously flooding the search again. So before I move on to Young Thug, Charleston White, 2C, and two other rappers that have responded to my video, I want to talk about Michael Jackson's other characters on the world stage, because Youngboy is just one of hundreds of characters that they've created based off the image of Michael Jackson. Another character they created based off of Michael is Bruno Mars.
Lord, what the hell they doing at this consciousness? Where we going with this? So they out here splitting conscious X. They out here splitting their consciousness up now. Michael Jackson is out here. Damn, he multitasking, ain't he? So he Bruno Mars too? Hold up.
And I exposed this 4 years ago in this 46-minute video, and I showed so much proof in that video. Then I made a second video about the rapper Jid and how he admitted in plain sight that he's also based off of Michael Jackson. And the funny thing about this character is that he's created based off the young image of Michael Jackson. And that's something that they like to do a lot, especially with Michael, because he's always changing his image. And speaking of Jid, I found a connection between him and NBA Youngboy. So Jid's birthday is October 31st and Youngboy's birthday is October 20th. So their birthdays are only 11 days apart and they're both born in the 90s. I wanted to point this out because both of these characters are created off the image of Michael Jackson. The only difference is that Jid is created based off the younger image of Michael. And another character they created based off the young image of Michael.
Lord, I was about to say that kid look like Candace Owens. And it is. Michael Jackson is Candace Owens too. Oh my gosh, how many different? What is going on? How is he on all of these people at the same time?
It's Candace Owens, and Divine has a video about this. And then when they turned Michael white, they started creating more characters based off the white version of Michael Jackson. And one of those is Sandra Bullock. And he has many more characters, but these are just the main ones that we have videos about. We will be making more videos in the future exposing more characters that he has, because it's an endless list of characters that they've made off of him. So now let's move on to Youngboy, because Youngboy is also created off the image of Michael Jackson. And what they did was, when they created Youngboy, they mixed him with Michael Thomas. As you can see, he looks a lot like Michael Thomas, and the biggest connection here is that his name is also Michael. So he's created based off of Michael Jackson and Michael Thomas. And Michael Thomas has mocked this so many times. Even today when I looked him up to show you guys for this video, I noticed that he literally just posted Youngboy 4 days ago on July 2nd, 2026. So even till this day, he's still mocking that he's Youngboy. And then 3 weeks ago, he posted this song that he was listening to of Future featuring NBA Youngboy. And then a couple years ago, he posted this other.
Did you just say Michael Thomas is supposed to be NBA Youngboy too? Okay.
Song from NBA Youngboy. So he's always posting Youngboy to mock this in plain sight. And then they also mixed NBA Youngboy with Timothy Chalamet. And I have a video about this from 4 years ago as well. And it's called NBA Youngboy is a White Man. And the funny thing about this is that when NBA Youngboy painted his face white, he was referencing Michael Jackson, but he's also referencing Timothy Chalamet as well, because he has multiple white characters. So basically, Youngboy is created based off the image of Michael Jackson, Michael Thomas, and Timothy Chalamet. Obviously, Michael Jackson is the main higher percentage that they based his image off of, but they had to mix him with these two other characters to give him a slightly different appearance. And so what they do is they keep generating more and more characters. So after they created Youngboy, they started creating characters based off the image of NBA Youngboy, and I've exposed them as well in separate videos.
Maybe he's not talking about they like literally them though. He's just saying like on some. Remember that song Nicki Minaj and NBA Youngboy got together? What is it? I wanna see what that word of mouth. You came through my song. You came through. Throw that bag. Got my bad look. Yeah. Hey, y'all know what song I'm talking about? Basic, remember, y'all, just whatever. The song that ain't it only one? The song that Nicki Minaj and NBA Youngboy made together, right? And in the music video, right? Who is that man that was in the song too? Whatever, just go look it up, y'all. Remember in the music video, right? They was showing like them basically being in the lab, like they was making copies of them. Y'all remember that? So maybe he's saying like it's not necessarily on no consciousness transfer type of stuff, but it's like you said, being made in their image, basically. You know, like so yeah.
Videos. This one is called TJX.
So kind of like how they tried to use, for some of y'all who might have peeped this, but it seemed like it didn't work out that way. Cardi B, it was like they were trying to slowly mold her into the next Nicki Minaj, basically made after Nicki Minaj. You get what I'm saying? But she's still Cardi B. She still got her own mind or whatever, right? But it was like she was gonna be the next Nicki Minaj, if y'all get what I'm saying. Like as far as like style, status, and you know what I'm saying, hype and all of that. Same thing. Nicki Minaj, she came along, but Nicki Minaj is modeled after Lil Kim. So for the older generation, they really know about Lil Kim like that. They said that Nicki Minaj, her image is basically modeled after Lil Kim with the colored wigs and all of that and her style and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? They like Lil Kim did it first. So maybe that's what he's saying, But
6, and as you can see, he's literally created based off the image of Youngboy. He looks so much like him, and he's mainly created off of the young image of Youngboy, because Youngboy has changed his image a lot from when he first came out, which is very similar to what Michael Jackson did. And speaking of Michael Jackson, I found an interesting connection between TJX6 and Michael. TJX6 was born on August 28th, and Michael Jackson was born on August 29th. So both
a lot of August baby song. I'm an August baby. Shut up. Hey man. See, they good. They clean. They good. Why they, babe, when I put these headphones on, they be irritating my ears, y'all, for some reason. Okay, my bad. They like, girl, get your I know y'all looking like, look, get it together.
These characters' birthdays are one day apart. And last but not least, another character they created based off of Youngboy is this rapper called Lil Band. And this was the first one I ever exposed 5 years ago in 2020. And after I made that video, Lil Band responded to my video multiple times, and I showed those clips in this second video right here. Now let's get into all of the rappers that have responded to my video. So the first one was 2C. I guess his name used to be 2C2X, which is a reference to one of Youngboy's other characters called TJX6. They have a similar name. But anyways, 2C made a tweet where he said NBA Youngboy is really the Michael Jackson of this generation. It's crazy. And what's crazy about this is that this is damage control in two different ways, because not only did I expose Youngboy for being Michael Jackson, but in the very first video I made about Youngboy, I also exposed how Quando Rondo is 2C, and I even made an updated video 3 years ago called Quando Rondo is 2C. So I exposed him twice and Youngboy for being Michael Jackson. So of course they used 2C to respond to my video. It's like a double response.
But
now
sometimes people look alike though, even with regular people.
Move on to the next character that has responded to my video, and this is Charleston White, and he talked about NBA Youngboy being this generation's Michael Jackson. Check this out.
Now with Youngboy, he's like I don't even want to say Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson. He's this generation Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
The greats don't
Echoing like crazy, and go put some pictures up.
come back the same. They come back in different forms. This is the same little boy that Michael Jackson was that got the Motown. You can't deny it.
And once again, this is double damage control, because not only did I expose Youngboy for being Michael Jackson, but I also have a separate video exposing Charleston White for being Tevin Campbell. I'll put a link to this video in the description. Now let's move on to the next rapper that responded, and this is Young Thug. He did this live stream with Aiden Ross, and again, he compared NBA Youngboy to Michael Jackson. Check this out.
Honestly,
That's literally him.
what are your thoughts on YB?
Top.
Youngboy, yeah, top.
Goat. Michael Jackson of the new
Bro,
school.
he's
Lord Thugger, boy, get off the screen. You another one. Everybody so hard. They such a gangster. And then till it's time for y'all to get locked up and then y'all out here snitching. Y'all need to get somewhere and sit down. That thug is not cute. Being a thug is not cute. It's not cool. It ain't like, what are we doing? My bad, y'all. I just saw him and he just triggered me. Like, y'all out here selling that bullshit to the youth. No snitching, all that. Get y'all ass right in the courtroom and start snitching. Stop. Ain't had no business doing none of that anyway.
Crazy, bro.
Michael of the new school. He need to drop some music right now. YB.
They
Bro,
said Young Thug had his legs kicked up on his stomach in the bed. Pillow talking. Did he get caught? Y'all, they released them calls from jail. Who the hell did that, y'all? Somebody had it out for him. They was ready to ruin that boy. They released them calls. Didn't they release some calls from him in jail with, what's that girl, Mariah the Scientist, his girlfriend or whatever? And they said he was like pillow talking to her, just talking about everybody, y'all. That's crazy.
He's
Live.
very good.
Hey, live. Y'all need to tell
You
YB.
sitting up in jail fighting for your freedom, and you up here pillow talking shit, cash money about everybody. That's crazy.
To drop the music, man. Drop the music right now.
He did wear a dress.
Once again, this is double damage control
So-
because I've exposed Youngboy for being Michael, but I've
Sound
also
right.
exposed Young Thug multiple times. I exposed him for being Dennis Rodman.
Lord, they done said Sexy Red is confessed she is Young Thug after getting exposed. Now Young Thug is Sexy Red.
And Red. I have over 4 videos on this character. This is why they used
Why is Drake and Sukiana right there? I know they ain't finna say Drake and Sukiana. What the hell?
him to respond to my video. If you guys haven't noticed, most of these people that have responded to my Youngboy video are characters that I've already exposed. The next one is NLE Choppa. He didn't directly compare Youngboy and Michael Jackson, but he dissed Youngboy and paid homage to Michael Jackson in the same song. So this is still a form of damage control because he's utilizing both of these characters in the same song. The irony is that he's dissing one of them, but praising the other one, even though they're the same. And I can't show the clips of NLE Choppa's song due to copyright, but regardless, it's still a response.
NLE
And
Choppa
again,
means she
this
is
is a
Nelly.
character that I've exposed in the past because I made a video called Nelly is NLE Choppa, and he even responded to that video as well by dressing as Nelly, and so I made a second video on that. Now let's move on to the next character that has responded to this, and I've never heard of this guy until doing research, and this is a singer
Who is
called
that?
Mattis Yahoo. He openly compared NBA Youngboy to Michael Jackson in this interview.
Look what he could do, put like 10 albums out in 1 year. He's like a unique, he's like, to me, he's almost like a Michael Jackson level of talent or
Okay,
something.
see, this where it get to like, okay, y'all, consciousness. Y'all know you might be on to something. Cause if they truly did not start making these comparisons with NBA Youngboy and Michael Jackson until this man made his original YouTube video about NBA Youngboy being Michael Jackson, then all of a sudden all the people in the industry started coming out with these videos comparing them. That's where I got a side eye. Like, hold up now, what's going on? Are y'all trying to do some type of damage control? Wait a minute now. If that is truly what happened, now I'm like, okay, hold on, because y'all wasn't even saying that at first.
Like that as a rapper.
And then the last rapper that has responded to my video on this topic is this other rapper that I've never heard of called
Right.
Georgiana.
It
And
is
I
so
found
many damn people that I ain't never heard of her either. Like, it is so many people that's just going in and out that it's like, who are these people?
this when I was doing research for this video, but as you can see, she compared Youngboy to Michael Jackson as well. Check this out.
Youngboy is huge.
Yeah.
Like,
He's like Michael Jackson. Like, he's huge.
Hold on.
Michael Jackson,
NBA
though?
Youngboy to Michael Jackson right now is a very strong statement.
Okay, right now it is crazy to say, but man, did you go to his show? Did you see the YouTube that he is above Michael Jackson right now? I just seen the chart. He above Michael Jackson right now.
Which is crazy, especially
It's
with the
crazy.
Michael movie being out too.
See, how everybody just so happened to be talking about this and comparing to Michael Jackson around the same time.
It's so many kids that can relate to that youngster because he come from the struggle. He come from a single mother home. That story you can attach to damn near every young black man in the South damn near right now.
Real talk.
And it's almost like you casting a spell because you can relate to the rhythm and you can relate to the rhyme. He they Michael Jackson. When you looked at Michael Jackson in Thriller, you know what made Mike so live? He wasn't accessible on social media. Mystiqueness. You could never see him. NBA Youngboy being on house arrest made him Michael Jackson like.
NBA Youngboy, you would be the only dude that I could see because you know Mike was hip hop.
Yep.
And he was pop.
Okay, okay. Y'all laying it on thick. Everybody is talking about him looking like Mike or being like Michael Jackson. First of all, do we have an original thought? Everybody is saying the same thing now. Hold up.
He was R&B, he was everything. So if it was anybody that could go on right before Mike to bring him out, and he got the crowd hype, he got everybody ready to go, would be NBA Youngboy.
So that is all the responses that I've gotten ever since exposing Youngboy for being Michael Jackson in 2022. I just think it's crazy how it started off with the mainstream media doing damage control posts to flood out the search. Then they started using celebrities that I've exposed to respond to the video. They used Tusi, Charleston White, Young Thug, NLE Choppa, Matis Yahoo, and Georgiana. They used 6 celebrities to respond to this video. And then finally, they used NBA Youngboy himself to respond to the video 6 months ago.
I don't know nothing about no Michael Jackson though.
They even made a movie of both of these characters and dropped them in the same week. The responses and damage control will never stop because every time we expose something deep, they have to distract everybody. So now to finish off the video, I just want to show you guys all of the connections between these two characters and the gematria as well. First, let's talk about how Youngboy literally remixed.
That is my mother song, Dirty Diana.
Michael Jackson's song Dirty Diana. As you can see, in 1987, Michael dropped his song Dirty Diana, and then in 2019, Youngboy dropped a song called Dirty Ayana. So these two titles are basically the same, and the irony about this is that he released this song in 2019 and Michael Jackson died in 2009, so that's a very similar year. And Youngboy dropped his song to diss his ex-girlfriend Ayana Mayweather. So you guys know how they love pushing toxic relationship.
They may pronounce like Ayana. Ayana? Yaya? Is it Ayana? Hell, I don't know. You might be right. I don't know how her name pronounced because that's Yaya, ain't it? Yaya Mayweather, ain't that her nickname? Whatever, ain't that what they call her? Floyd Mayweather's daughter.
Relationships in the mainstream media. But if you guys want to know how to attract a positive, high vibrational relationship, go get Divine Sade's ebook called The One. It's on our website, gematriaworld.com. The link's in the description below. Another connection is that he released another song in 2022 called Michael Corleone. And even though he's referencing Michael from Godfather, it's still a reference to his other character, Michael Jackson. Another connection is Michael Jackson's photo in the hood and he's throwing up gang signs. And they made memes about this. And this photo reminded me of Youngboy. You know, he's literally showing you what his next character.
Y'all, they said Michael. Ain't Michael from, what they say, Indianapolis or something? Indiana, where he from? Where you from? They look. Word on the curve is the rumors. The rumors is that Michael was really a little thug in the inside. Y'all know they be saying you gotta watch out for them quiet ones, the soft spoken ones, and you do. Don't. That's all I'm gonna say.
There was going to be. Now let's get into the gematria connections between Michael Jackson and Youngboy, because as always, not only do these two characters look exactly alike, but they match up in so many different ways. So Michael Jackson and Youngboy have the same value in gematria with the number 124 and 744. and then Michael Jackson equals 92, and Youngboy equals 29, which is 92 reversed. And it's ironic that Michael Jackson equals 92 and Youngboy equals 29 because this connects to Michael Jackson's birthday because he was born on the 29th. And on top of that, he died in 2009. The zeros have no value, so you get 29. And then Michael and NBA Youngboy both equal 48 in the same cipher. And then Michael also matches to Top, which is Youngboy's nickname, with the number 51 and 306. And then, like I mentioned earlier in the video, they call Michael MJ and they call Youngboy YB. MJ and YB both match up with the number 11 in the same cipher. All of their nicknames are connected to each other along with their real names. So Youngboy's real name is Kentrell Deshawn Golden and Michael Jackson's real name is Michael Joe Jackson. Both of their real names equal 73 in the same cipher. And then Michael Jackson's nickname is the King of Pop. The King of Pop matches to Youngboy's first name Kentrell with the number 47. And then their last names also match up. Jackson and Golden both equal 28 in the single reduction cipher. Now let's look at the number 20 because Youngboy was born on October 20th and Jackson equals 20. Now let's go deeper into the number 29 because like I showed you guys earlier, Youngboy equals 29. Michael Jackson was born on the 29th and then Youngboy's first name Kentrell also equals 29 and then Michael dies in 2009 and then the nail in the coffin, Youngboy's full name equals 209. I can't make this up. All you have to do is add another zero and you get 2009, which is the year that Michael Jackson faked his death. And then YB equals 9 in two ciphers. And that's also connected to the year that Michael Jackson died because you can write out 2009 as 09, which is basically just 9. Also, Michael Jackson was a death faker. And since Youngboy is based off of Michael Jackson, he's most likely going to fake his death as well. So this is why YB equals 9. And I have multiple videos on this topic. In this one, I went deep into the number 38 because Youngboy calls him...
Yeah, I don't know why he would play around. I don't know why Youngboy would play around with some stuff like that. Get into a car. I don't care if it was just for a music video. Get into a coffin. Y'all be playing around with them symbolisms and stuff too much. If you know, you know. Y'all playing a dangerous game.
38 baby and death equals 38 in gematria. And after I made that video, Youngboy laid in a coffin in this music video. So I made a video talking about that. And then he mocked his death even further by taking this photo where it looks like he OD'd on some pills. And not only is this predictive programming of his death, but it's also a reference to Michael Jackson because Michael Jackson faked his death and they said that the cause of death was OD from pills. Now let's move on to the number 50. So Youngboy equals 50 in gematria, right? Michael Jackson faked his death at age 50. And on top of that, MJ equals 50.
He's blowing me. He just straight up saying it. He's just straight up letting y'all know. At this point, he's like, he done faked it.
So he was scripted to fake his death at age 50, and then they call him the King of Pop. The King of Pop also equals 50.
Okay, but if he faked his death, then so that mean you believe that he is still alive. Okay, so then how would he be NBA Youngboy then? How he gonna be how would he be Michael Jackson that's still alive? Like the other characters they were saying that is like LL Cool J and all this other stuff, right? How would he be Michael Jackson still alive today if he faked his death also while being NBA Youngboy? And then my NBA Youngboy is supposed to be Timothy Shalone or Machalet or whatever that boy name is. He just said my head's finna start hurting.
And then last but not least, some more gematria that proves that Michael Jackson's death was fake and scripted. He faked his death on June 25th. Death equals 25 in gematria. And the last and final connection that I found with both of these characters is that Youngboy was born on October 20th, 1999, which was a Wednesday. Michael Jackson fakes his death on a Thursday, and then Michael Jackson's birthday was on a Friday. So all three of these days are in chronological order from the days of the week. Youngboy's birthday is on a Wednesday, Michael Jackson dies on a Thursday, and then Michael Jackson's born on a Friday. Or should I say he was created on a Friday because they're not naturally born. If you guys want to know more about that, join our Patreon. The link's in the description so that you can know how they're made. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to drop a like on this video so we can reach more people because they love mocking everybody about this one. And this one is very easy to see. And also make sure you guys go ahead and join our Patreon because if you haven't, you're really missing out. We have so many videos on there. There's 165 videos on our Patreon. And recently we dropped 2 of them that were highly requested. So go check those out. The link to our Patreon is in the description. Also, if
All right. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. Shout out to Conscious X. I'm gonna go check out, see what other videos he got on there. But that's all we got for today, y'all. I'm gonna see what other videos he got on there that might be interested in coming over here and watching with y'all, okay? Don't forget, we chilling over here Monday through Friday. And for specific topics, check that in the description below. Y'all have a good day. And have a good night.